Hi, thanks for joining me for this short yoga session where we will stretch and strengthen our body, bring awareness into the body, and take a moment for some mindfulness and breath work before we head out doing some of our favorite activities outdoors. So I invite you to start in Tadasana or mountain pose. You could also do this seated, standing up nice and tall, finding all four corners of the feet to press down into the earth, lengthening up through the spine, lifting through the top of the head, and finding your deep inhalation and exhalation. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead if you'd like, lifting your chest gently, looking up towards the sky, and then exhaling your arms down to the sides. Bringing your shoulders into some shoulder rolls, inhaling up and exhaling down. Switch directions. And then we'll stretch the neck, taking your ear towards one of your shoulders. Maybe you'd like to add a little extra stretch just by gently resting your hand on top of your head and reaching the opposite arm out. You could choose those or not, finding what works best in your body. You can always hold these poses longer or skip them altogether. Keep breathing. Inhale, release, bring your head back up to center, and then bring your head over to the other side, maybe again adding both arms to the stretch. Continuing to breathe. Inhale, lift the head back up to center, find another tall spine, and then inhale your hands up overhead, and we'll take our forward fold. I like to widen my stance a little bit, bend my knees a lot, especially if I have tight hamstrings, and take a forward bend. Bring your hands to the ground. You could grab opposite elbows, or you could bring your hands to blocks or a chair or something like that. Holding this as long as you'd like. And then inhale, pressing up into your feet. We'll come into chair pose. Maybe you adjust your stance a bit to feel nice and supported. Sitting back through the hips, lengthening through the spine. Your hands can come to prayer hands, or they could reach up overhead or come into cactus. Breathing here. And we'll move into a chair twist. Inhale, and then exhale as you twist, bringing one hand in front of you and the other hand behind. If you want to, you could bring your hands to prayer position if this is a better fit for your body. Continue to breathe. Take your next inhale as you come back to center, staying in chair if you can and want to. And then twisting to the other side, either with your hands straight out or with your hands in prayer position. Continue to breathe. On your next inhale, coming back to center, holding for a moment, and then pressing up, reaching up overhead and circling your hands down as you exhale. Bring your hands to your waist. Shift your weight into one of your feet, and then step the other foot straight back like you're on railroad tracks, coming into Veer Bhadrasana 1 or Warrior 1. You do not have to step back as far as I did, or you can step back further. Hands can stay on your waist, come to prayer or cactus or straight up. Bending your front knees so that it is tracking in the same direction as your toes. Again, finding your breath here. You may feel a stretch in the front of the hip that is from the foot that's stepped behind, or you might feel it somewhere else. Release your hands to your waist. Inhale and exhale. Gently bring your foot back up to meet the front. Take a pause and a breath, and then switch your weight into the other foot. Lift that opposite leg and step it back behind you like you're on railroad tracks, bending the front knee, gentle lift in the chest, lengthen through the tailbone, and then choose your arm variations. Again, breathing, Noticing where you feel the sensations in your body. This might not be the same as where I feel it. Continue to breathe. And as you exhale, bring your hands back down to your waist, shift your weight forward, and step your foot back to meet the other. And now we'll come to a balance pose, tree pose. So let's bring our hands back to the waist, shift your weight once again into one of your feet. Feel grounded before you move the other foot. You can either bring that other foot, the heel to the ankle, or let your foot rest on your calf, just not on your knee. Find a point in front of you to focus your gaze. Choose your arm variation and breathe. I enjoy these balance poses as they help to strengthen my ankle and my foot, which I use a lot in some of the activities I do outside. Exhale, bring your hands down, and slowly and carefully bring your foot back to the earth. Take a moment. Notice what you're feeling in your body, and then switch your weight into the other foot and choose how you would like to set this side up. Heel on ankle, or here as well, you may want to bring your foot to the calf. All of the options are great. Lifting your hands up overhead or keeping them on your waist, finding the drishti point to look and focus your gaze. You may sway, you may wobble, you may fall over, all perfectly normal, natural, just like the trees outside. Continue to breathe and focus your gaze. If you fall out, come right back in. When you're ready, slowly release that foot to the ground, wiggle out your feet, and then I like to take a little wider stance and circle the hips to keep your knees soft. Switch directions. And now bring yourself back into Tadasana. Feet underneath you. Feel connected and supported by the earth below. Lengthen through your spine, lifting up through the top of the head, finding your breath once again. I invite you to either stay here for a while longer, repeat this sequence, or move along with the rest of your day. I thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day.